I'm Jennifer Harper with the Sun Prairie Historical Library and Museum, here with the Museum Minute. Today's topic, the Chase Grain Elevator. Located at 123 Railroad Street, this grain elevator was built in 1922 by Frederick W. Chase to replace the previous grain elevator built by his father, J.W. Chase, which had burned down. Grain elevators are usually located near railways or waterways to accommodate shipping the grain out after being processed. Here's how it works. The truck or wagon carrying the grain moves onto a large scale outside the elevator to be weighed. The grain is then dumped from the wagon to a work floor of the elevator. The floor is an open slatted space where the grain falls into a pit and then travels on a continuous belt that has buckets attached to scoop up the grain and deposit it into the silos. Thus it's called a grain elevator. The empty wagon will drive back onto the scale to weigh empty, and this will tell the elevator operator how much grain was unloaded. When the grain is sold, gravity helps load it onto a rail car, truck, or barge. Around 1895, engineers intensively searched for materials for grain elevators that would be both fire-resistant and economical. Although reinforced concrete was widely accepted as the best choice, by World War I, country grain elevators continued to be built of other materials, especially wood. Tile grain elevators were rare and were no longer built after 1925. The Chase Grain Elevator in Sun Prairie is one of these rare tile grain elevators. It is capped with a metal roof and rests on a stone foundation. It is the only known surviving tile grain elevator in the whole state of Wisconsin. Although there have been some changes made, the Chase Grain Elevator looks very much as it did when it opened. This structure was in operation from 1922 until 1959 and was placed on the State and National Register of Historic Places in 2010. To learn more about local history, please visit the Sun Prairie Historical Library and Museum on East Main Street when we reopen to the public in May. But don't forget to attend the 106th Annual Tree Lighting and Fire Truck Parade, Saturday, December 4th, right here in front of the museum. This has been Jen Harper for Sun Prairie News with the Museum Minute.